Happy end of the weekend, folks. I'm your host, Napalm Don, here on Games for Gamers. Today we're taking a look at the updates to Marvel Future Fight that went out recently. And basically what they've gone ahead and done is they have introduced the Guardians of the Galaxy. So you can see over there, there's Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Drax over here. They are now in the game, so when you log in every day, you are treated to the Guardians of the Galaxy splash screen. And you could go ahead and pick to choose to never see it again, or just simply exit out. Well, never see it again for the rest of that day, or just simply exit out. So we now have pretty much the people that are in the movie, and they're in their movie suit rather than their comic suits. And the daily login, the way that it used to be Hulkbuster, is now currently Rocket Raccoon. So if you log in every day, you build up towards the Rocket Raccoon DNA. Apparently there was a bit of a bug where the timers like reset, or a few days were like missed or something like that. So if you check your mail from Netmarble, there will be several Rocket Raccoon DNAs in there to kind of make up for the missing amount. And you know something, I don't know if everybody knows this, but with autoplay, what you can do is you can still take control slightly. And as you can see here, I'm actually running Ultron Prime around because the autoplay never actually goes for the destructibles in the environment unless they happen to get caught in a bit of a crossfire. So what I like to do is, when I do the autoplay, is I will try to get my character to go ahead and kill the destructibles, and also pull them out of combat for the abilities to cool down, and then let go and let the AI take over again when the abilities are cooled. Plus, you get some good strategic setups with that when, if you have a laser attack or line attack, sort of like Ultron over here, you pull people into narrow corridors and you hold off until the ability's cooled, and then you let go and they will just bounce right through them. So I am currently got this set up here in Handy Andy, which is an Android emulator for x86, or basically PCs. There is another emulator, and that one was called BlueStacks, and that was the original one I used to use until I went with Handy Andy. And both are rootable, but I think Handy Andy is a little easier to root. So when you first start the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, I believe they give you one of the Guardians. I pulled Yondu, which is probably not my top choice over there. And then you can farm for the DNA for others, which I'll show you after this mission is over here. Right now, the team that is fighting, since this special mission is in the 20s, I have one of my main teams going, which is Ultron, Sharon, and Hulkbuster. Captain America is also up there as one of my mains. And right now, I probably should be using Hulkbuster since MODOK is a blue. Actually, I think I'll switch that over to Sharon. And you'll notice that Sharon is without her Shield team up. That is because Captain America is not in the group. And kind of an example of what I was saying before about overrunning the AI is I'm just going to pull her out. And I'll drop in one of my friend deploys over here and get War Machine to jump in on this. And I can tell Sharon's running low because the screen's going red. Can I get her out of there? Alright. Got Ultron in there. Last time I was running this, it was actually much better because Ultron happened to pick up a hit point regen, and he was able to go through this the whole way. So right now in Marvel Future Fight, man, you can go and play this game, and literally is kind of overused lately and misused, sort of like coincidence and ironic, but it is pretty truthful to say that I can literally play Marvel Future Fight all day and almost not run out of things to do. I mean, my energy is literally 10 times over the cap. 608 energy, and my cap is 66. That is It's absolutely nuts. And the things you could do during the day are crazy. So right now we have the Guardians of the Galaxy special. You can do these missions similar to Elites, and you have the chance of getting DNA from one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So you can see over here, well, that's a new enemies over here. So you can see here, by farming this one, I have a chance at Yondu DNA. And you unlock them basically as you go along. So you can go ahead and say, well, I don't want Yondu. And you can go ahead and say that you want to farm Groot, but you have to unlock them first. And in order to do that, you have to have 100% in the previous one. Along with that, we now have bonus ones, and this unlocks depending on how many stars you've picked up. These do not award experience, but they do award very useful items like the stones and the experience chips. We also have the dailies. Now, I typically do daily 1 and 2 because I don't think I have anybody that I can really bring to level 30 dailies. We have the elite missions where you can get DNA for lots of heroes. So far, I have picked up War Machine and leveled him up, picked up Vision, leveled him up, picked up Ultron, but have not leveled him up because of the fact that he is, he's a 40 right now. Luke Cage just recently leveled him up. Mockingbird is going to be next on the list. My next closest is Black Widow, so I'm definitely going to be going for her. I've picked up Winter Soldier and Falcon. I've picked up MODOK. I do not have Punisher yet. And over here, there's nobody dropping on this one. My next available one to farm for is Venom, which I actually have. Here on normal, so far I'm up to 4-5, and when I do 4-10, that is when Villain Siege will actually go ahead and unlock. And you might say, wow, it doesn't seem like you're very far into the story. That's because of all the farming I tend to do, which, for some reason, I don't mind the grind in this. Over here on Handy Andy, I don't have it linked to Facebook, so I don't have anything to snag from any of my people. I kind of like to reject people that have not been logged in for over a day, just because kind of think that they're not going to be that helpful. And for some reason, the list is actually really badly dropped. It used to always be 30, and anybody I would accept or kill, I'd get down to like 25, and it would pop right back up. So there is my Hulkbuster. He's halfway to the next level, and God knows when we'll see his DNA again. There's Sharon Carter. She just recently leveled up. There's Ultron. He's a 40. Captain Vision are 40s. Iron Man's a 20. Malekith is a 40. Black Widow's my next farm target. There's Red Skull at 20. There's Luke and Iron Patriot. Well, War Machine that I've recently dinged. Falcon got dinged. Daredevil. Mockingbird is going to be next on the list also. There's Hawkeye for me. Blade. There's Captain Marvel, who happened to show up recently for me. And there's MODOK, who also will be a farm target now that he's available. You can see my Spider-Man is pretty close. I think I got a bunch of his biometrics from a chest. Same thing for Venom. Looks like Venom will be a pretty easy farm when I unlock his mission, since one of the chests gave me a tremendous amount of his DNA, and I tend to get his stuff randomly. There's Yondu, who was the Guardians of the Galaxy that the game spotted me. Not that impressive, but he has a very interesting leadership over here. Activates whenever a speed-type team member joins in, your crit rate goes up. Apparently I have a lot of Norn Stones of Brilliance to get his mastery going, and I guess Toy Doll is one of his pieces. There's that little arrow thing that he had in the movie that I whistled for. I always hate how it returns to the all the way left side scroll of your heroes when you come out of one. So here is Rocket Raccoon, who is the current login daily. And now we're starting to get into the Guardians of the Galaxy, so if you take a look at one of them, like Ronan, it'll basically tell you that he's available in Special 6. And then you'll see others like Star-Lord, I think is 4. He's a Chaos token. And Gamora is an honor token, so you have to do Arena for her. And I believe Chaos tokens are from Siege. So you have to have Siege unlocked to get Star-Lord. They're in the 20s. And then the rest of the Guardians will be down here in the 10s. And they are the melee scrapper types. You have Nebula in the 4s. Drax in the 5s. And Groot in the 3s. So Groot could be the next one that I can farm for over here. They've also added to the game, they've added that level up guide, which kind of tells you a few things. And there is all the new heroes that are available. And you can see I've got a pretty good chunk of the heroes that are now. Then you can sort them. And this is by their default. So like Ultron, well, maybe not their default. Let me see. Let's go. It may sort them by, I think, what they are now. So if you go to the level up guide, it tells you some things over here. It's the own biometrics results, the mastery. This will tell you a few things over here that you use those Norn stones. You have the enhancement ISOs. I mean, there's so much in this game that it could keep you occupied pretty much just about all day. I mean, it's crazy the amount of things that you could do here. We have some new Ultron outfits. As much as I like the Mark 1, I just like looking at him sitting here. I think they duplicated the movie so phenomenally with this, and I love the little palsy shake there and everything. I'd hate to take him out on a mission. There's the Mark 3, which looks a lot like Ultron Prime, but it drops some of the red. So it almost looks like this has got kind of a human muscle and sinew, everything to it. And this just totally drops it and makes him more machine. So available, these are the two that I have. Here's all the uniforms, which is still the Age of Ultron ones. I wonder if the Guardians of the Galaxy, if they will release sort of like Marvel Avengers Alliance, they'll give you the movie ones, but then, well, not that it was true for all of them, but it'd be interesting to see if they give you the movie ones and then make more comic ones or like Marvel Now versions of them. And the other items that we have currently in the shop, we have the experience chips, the dimension chest, which gives you a Guardian of the Galaxy. I think this is where I might have picked up Yondu from, was this pack. There's all of the Ultrons. Tony Stark's stash. This is a pretty good thing to pick up. And it is only, I mean, it's less than $4. You get 200 crystals right away, and you get several every day. This is just a good thing to pick up, just to increase your resources. It's pretty cheap. 5 heroes, 1 hero, all of the Age of Ultron uniforms, very expensive. And the McDonald's fries over here, which I never have to touch. The Ultron package, the Age of Ultron package, a nearly $30 and $45 packages, combat heroes, blast heroes, etc. Over here in the chest, I'm about 12 hours away from my free biometrics draw. That's actually where I got a lot of the ones for Venom, was just through that. And here are your recharges. You can recharge these with shield points. Free energy recharge, which I've never had to click ever. There's some gold. And you basically, you cap out at 2,000 shield points, so when you get towards 2,000, go ahead and buy something. But if you do accept them from the mail and you're at the cap, it actually leaves them in your mail, so you will never lose it. So, hope everybody enjoyed this video here on Marvel Future Fight and the Guardians of the Galaxy update. And here at your Honor Token shop, this is where you can get Captain Marvel biometrics. There's where Gamora is, along with Kingpin, Punisher, and Black Bolt. And Chaos tokens will get you Hulk, Star-Lord, biometrics for Red Skull, Ultron, and Hulkbuster. So I guess that answers where the Hulkbuster ones will come from. I have to get some more arena action in. So, take care, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend, and stay busy here in our lovely playable world of Marvel Avengers Alliance. And hey, Arthas. Cat's come in to say hi. Take care, everybody.